Oh boy. Okay, great, 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 great. I think I'm back now. So sorry. Guys, so sorry about that. I had to come back on live because for some reason my app was showing me as being private, and um I don't know if it's my laptop or what, but I'm not able to connect from with the old one. So I had to go off and come back again. I had to go off and come back again. Yeah, yeah. So sorry about that, but I think this should be fine. This should be fine now. So let me share the link again. Oh boy. Today, dear, what is it? I blame ECG. I blame ECG for this. I blame ECG for this because they just messed up my whole evening when the lights went off. So, guys, welcome back once again. I hope that your day is going well and everything is going well. Ah, gosh. So it's been a wonderful day for me, and unless Charlie, I've just not had it in the morning, and I've been having a hard time, with everything. Uh, um, yeah. Okay, so yes, Evans is here.
Hello.
Hi, Evans. Good evening.
Good evening, madam. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you too?
Doing good by God's grace.
Great, great, great. I'm just
Mhm.
waiting for a few people to join. The first link I shared,
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
saw
what
you go
happened.
live like 2 times.
Yeah, I could see that I was on, but then it wasn't public and it was only people who had the link that were watching. So I think it was unlisted
Mm,
or something. So
it's
I had
possible.
to do it again and then make sure it's public. But when I tried to change the status in the back end, it doesn't change. So I was wondering what was going on.
I think it was changing. It was just not
But
notifying
how's
you
your
because I got a couple of notifications.
sorry?
I think it was changing because I got notification twice that you went live.
Oh, right. But I wasn't
Mhm.
seeing it from my end. It
Yeah.
pretty much looked like I was I was private, and it was only those who had the link that could join. Yes, but I think
That's
it's
nice.
better now. I'm trying to check on my phone.
Sorry, guys. I think we lost Lydia. She'll be back soon. So,
Back now.
yep, here
Today,
she comes.
dear. No, no, no. The devil is a
Sorry,
liar.
guys. I think we lost Lydia. She'll be back soon. So.
Today, dear, the devil
Yeah.
is a liar. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Truvon. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome, guys.
So, Evans, how was your day, though? I think I can hear you better now.
Yeah, my day's been good. Work and stuff. But it's been a good day. Very
Okay,
productive.
great, great. I mean, I've been managing through my day. I've been feeling very, very cranky all day. But I mean, I had to represent because my farms are here.
Yep.
But happy to be online again, though. Yes. So it's great to have you here. I want to share the stream to more people so that they can join in. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, this is it. True one in a car, so can't hear you, but I'm watching. Oh, great, great, great. Thank you. So I mean, basically, after my last live stream, a lot of people were interested in how to go live, or yeah, how to go live on YouTube without, um, getting or having 1,000 subscribers. So I remember you said that you don't mind coming on live to teach a few things. So I mean, we I planned with the team to go on live so that they can also, learn how to do that and get updated and go live often, which would also help to, increase their watch hours and all that. So basically, that's why we are gathered here to.
Yeah. I think live streaming. It's and I think we lost Lydia again, but she'll be back. So live streaming, it's in my opinion a very good way to grow your channel, especially when you're small, right? Hey, Truvon, how you doing? I think that when you go on a live stream, it's more on a personal level. Your audience gets to connect with you. Oh, you're back. Yeah, perfect.
Yes, I'm back. I don't know what's
Awesome.
wrong with it. I've been using this internet all day. It hasn't jumped. It has
Giving
been
you any
nothing.
issues, eh?
And then this evening is just, messing up with me. It's not cool.
It's normal. It's just
Um,
the
and
GH internet
you're
connection
back.
stuff.
And good to have you here.
Okay, so as
Okay,
I
so
was saying,
Ivan,
guys, yeah, but while you were going, I was just trying to share with people the idea of live streaming and how useful it can be when you're trying to grow a channel. And it's very important because unlike our regular videos where we pre-record the videos, we talk all we want to say, and then we just put it out there. When you are live, it's a different vibe. It's easier for you to communicate and get in touch with your base. It's on a personal level because your viewers, your community can ask you questions. You can answer them in real time. It kind of gives people that vibe that they are actually part of that community, right? We always talk about YouTube being a community, but if you in that community and you give your people the opportunity to be able to come live and ask you a question, right? Sometimes you can even, like we did the other day, open it up for people that want to come in, join you, and have conversations, right? And in my opinion, it helps build the community. One, secondly, it helps with your watch hours because imagine going live for an hour and within that 1 hour having 5 people watch you for an hour, right? You may get more, but let's say on average, you have 5 people who watch you for the full 1 hour. That's a lot of watch hours there, and it helps to build up to go on towards your 4,000 watch hours as well. But outside of that watch hour, just look at it as a way to engage your community, a way to touch base with the community, give them a voice on your platform, right? And I think once you get to that point, it becomes clear how much more growth you can grow just by doing that. Lydia, you there? I think we lost you again. Okay, so whilst we're waiting for Lydia to come back, maybe I'll give you guys a brief description about myself. My name is Evans. I'm based in Ontario, Canada. My channel is mainly a photography channel, photography and video stuff. So anything got to do with video lighting, audio setups, that kind of stuff. But outside of that, I also work in an IT industry. So I'm an IT professional, and I run a photography and a videography business on the side. Part of my business module is to offer people live streams. For example, with the COVID lockdown, where in certain parts of this country, you cannot have weddings with more than 10 people at a time. I offer people the opportunity to be able to live stream their weddings and stuff so that people who cannot make it there because of restrictions can also feel like they are part of that wedding scenario. So I've have a lot of experience with live streaming, and on YouTube I go live maybe 3 to 4 times a week, depending on different stuff. Because I there's not always on my channel, but on other channels and other people's channels as well. So that's my experience level with live streaming, and hopefully we can all share and get some information out there today. Okay, Lydia, you there with me?
Hello, Evans. Hello, Evans.
Sorry, guys, I think I had put myself on mute. So let's see. I can see here Anne is asking a question. Could you tell us more about the software StreamYard and how to utilize it? Definitely. So in this live stream, we're going to go in depth into StreamYard. So I'm going to take you through a complete demo of how to get started with StreamYard, including setting up your account as well as setting up your first stream. So we're going to go in depth demo into StreamYards, and I'll show you how to do it on a desktop as well as how to do it um, on a phone. So stay tuned for that. Setting up your first stream. So we're going to go in depth demo into StreamYards. I'll show you how to do it on a desktop as well as how to do it on a phone. So all right, Lydia, can you hear me now, or you're still not in properly? Okay, so let's quickly get
I can
started.
hear you, but I'm trying to change the what you call it, the format so that you can share your screen. But I don't know, it's not responding here.
Oh, that's
So
probably because I
if
haven't
you
shared my screen yet. Let me share my screen and then you'll be able to do that.
what you call it, the format. Okay.
Okay, I think I just shared my screen.
Okay.
Okay, I think I just shared my screen.
Okay. Is that it?
Okay, I think I just shared my screen.
Okay.
Not sure.
Oh, this internet.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Can you see it now? I have added it to
I
the stream.
can't see my screen yet. Oh, there we go. Now I see it.
Okay.
Did I share the right screen? I doubt it. Okay. Let's see. All right. I think we're good. I'm gonna have to, let me see. Let's do this quickly. Stop sharing. Share. Okay. Can you add that one now? And then we should be
You
ready to
added
go.
another. Give
Yeah,
a minute.
just one.
My internet is very slow today. I have no idea why. It's never like this.
Yep, that's fine. Once we share the screen, I can take over and do most of the talking, and then you'll be okay.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh, I was just saying that once we share the screen, it will be okay. I can take over and do most of the stuff here, and then we'll be okay.
Yeah, but can you regulate from your end?
I can't, but I can. Well, yeah, so that's fine. Just you know how you can change it to make my side bigger than yours. If you can do that, I can work around it without having to share the screen.
Sorry, I didn't get that. You wanted to say what?
If you're able to make my screen go bigger,
Okay, I think I had that. Um, oops, where do I do that?
it's one of the options in StreamYard. The buttons. So you know how there's the layouts. The layouts at the bottom of the main screen. Oh, okay, perfect. That's fine for now. You're gonna be off for a little bit, but if you can take the comments out for now, so I can start the demo and then we can come back to the comments in a minute. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna go off screen for a little bit. You still hear me? Because I think I gotta show you my
Oh
screen
wow,
from the
today
other side.
is just I don't know. Today is just a
It's okay.
bad
Are you
day
able
for
to
the
add
stream.
my shared screen?
Going on and off. So even if you can just go on.
Okay. Just add my share screen or make me full screen and I can take over.
The Wi-Fi is so bad. The Wi-Fi is really bad. I don't know what else to do. Just a minute.
That's okay, guys. Apologies for the technical difficulties. You all know how DH internet works. But whilst we're waiting, let's get started. And I want to start off by showing you guys how to get started with StreamYards. But let's talk about it. How do you do live streams, right? When you want to do a live stream, it's very important that you have a plan for your live stream. You need to plan what you want to talk about in that stream. the format in which you want your stream to go. So the format can be different. You can have an open forum where you're just having people come in to talk about whatever they want to talk about, or you can have a specific topic where you're inviting people in, you're inviting your audience
Keep
in
going
to
back.
chat with you as well. So you have one of two things that you want to do. You can either have just a regular chat, or you can have yourself and a panel talking. You need to plan all that ahead, right? If you want to share stuff, you want to share a slideshow, you want to share some videos, you need to plan all that ahead and have all your assets gathered in one spot, so that when you start your stream, it will be straight, smooth sailing, right? That being said, there is a couple of ways to go live on YouTube. The main way to go live on YouTube is to go to YouTube in your browser, and I will show you that in a second. But then you also have the other way to go live, which is to go live through third-party apps. Now, why would you choose one way over the other? There is a couple of limitations when it comes to live streaming on YouTube. You don't need to be at 1,000 subscribers to go live on YouTube. You can go live on YouTube with 0 subscribers. Now, the only limitation comes in is that before you can go live from a cell phone or any mobile device, let's say you want to go live from a tablet, you want to go live from your cell phone, be it an Android or Apple cell phone, then there is a limitation in the sense that YouTube requires you to have at least 1,000 subscribers before you can go live from a mobile device. In other words, if you're not using a mobile device and you just want to go live with your laptop or your desktop, then you can do that easily, right? So first things first, let's take a look at how you can go live directly on YouTube. Now, there's limitations because you see how we are having this, and I can bring in a guest. Lydia has brought me in as a guest and stuff like that. If you want to do that kind of live stream, you cannot go live directly on YouTube because you don't have that ability to invite and bring in third parties into your stream. Right. If you want to bring in third parties or bring in guests into your stream, then you need to find out a different way. And that's where we will talk about StreamYards later on. So first things first, let me show you how you can go live straight from YouTube. So assuming you're using your laptop or a desktop, you are under 1,000 subscribers, you want to go live on YouTube. There is no restrictions. All you have to do, and I'll show you from here in a second, is open up your YouTube page, right? So this is YouTube. I'm logged in with YouTube on my account, and you can see my screen on the right hand side of your screen. And once I'm here in YouTube, same way you upload a video, at the top here you have the create button. So if I'm to go on create, you're going to see that you have a couple of options: upload a video, go live, and create a post. If you want to go live directly in YouTube, then you can start with this go live button here. Once you click on go live, you're going to be presented with this dialog box right here, right, on how to set up your stream. So you can go stream right now, or you can go at a later date. What I recommend to people is that I don't recommend going live right away, right? So every time you get this option that is go live right now, I don't recommend it. I always recommend starting off with a later date. And the reason why I go with a later date is the fact that even if I'm going live today, right, you can schedule that live you can schedule it now for 15 minutes later or even 10 minutes later. What that does is that it allows YouTube to notify your audience that you are about to go live. So even if I schedule it now and I wait for 10 minutes, it's going to let people know and you'll get notified that in 10 minutes time, I'm about to go live. And so they can have enough, people right at the get go to join in your live, right? So that's what I prefer to do. But if you want to go right now, you can use the first option here and start right now. But for this case, let's just say I want to go live later. So I'm going to select the second option and go live later, right? And go. Once I do that, you get this dialog box here, and you have this icon on the left hand side that says schedule a stream. So I'm going to schedule a stream, and if you've gone live before, you will have an option here. So this is one of my last live streams. It will give you these options, and you can also reuse the settings from that live stream. But since, oh, guys, give me a quick second. Give me a quick second. Forgot to plug in my laptop's charger. Let me just plug it in quickly. Okay, my apologies, people. Should have prepared for that. Okay, so here we are. We're back. I'm going to switch in a second, and then we can talk about this. Oh, okay. So here we are. We're right here, and we selected start later, right? And we went go now. And right here, you have this option here, schedule a live stream. So I'm going to schedule a live stream. And if you've gone live before, you can reuse some of the settings from your previous live stream. But I'm assuming this is your first time. So we're going to go create a new stream. And once you go on to create a new stream, you're going to get this screen right here, right? And what you want to do is create a title. So I'm going to go test live. Oh, got all these pop-ups coming in. Test live stream. Sorry, guys, typing with one finger can be hard sometimes. And you're going to have to give your video a description. So if you see here, I have a description here already. And this is because I have set a default description for all my videos. And all that is that is just adding in my affiliate links and stuff at the bottom here. And so every time I upload a video, I don't have to type them in one by one. I always get these affiliate links because I add them to every video. So it's already down there and I don't have to type them every time, right? So all I do is whenever I'm uploading or going live, I have my affiliate links automatically come in because I have set these as default inside my YouTube studio settings. If you guys want to know how to do that, maybe we can show you quickly after that, after the demo, and then we can talk about that. But that is how I set these default stuff up. Now, right here, you can choose whether your stream should be public, private, or unlisted, right? Now, you always want public because you're going live, unless you're testing something, right? So in this case, since it's a test and I don't want it to go live, I'm probably going to select unlisted, right? Unlisted means that no one is going to see it unless I send them a link. And then private means that nobody can see it, period, except for you yourself, right? Public is because you want your viewers to see it. So if you're going live, you always have to make sure you have this set to public so that people can actually find your live when you go live, right? If you have it unlisted or you have it private, nobody's going to get notified that you're live and it won't show up in YouTube stream, right? So very important. Now, if you're doing it through here and your channel is monetized, you can see at the bottom here, you have your enable monetization button as well. And then down here, you have upload a thumbnail. So you can now just click here, browse to your computer, pick a thumbnail and use that thumbnail for that video. A few key things here. So you can see down here the date. This is the date I want to go live, right? And it says Thursday, March 4th, 3:45 p.m. That's the time, it's actually 3:42 p.m. here right now. So if I want to do, I can change this and say I want to go live at 4 p.m. today, give myself maybe 15 minutes to prep. And within that 15 minutes, once I save everything, my audience will get notified that I'm about to go live in 15 minutes, right? That kind of stuff. So that's why I always say don't do it right now. Schedule it for 5-10 minutes before you go live to give people the chance to get the notifications and stuff like that to come online. Once we've got all of this set up, you're done. So you can just go create stream. And once you create the stream, you're going to get this right here, right? And the reason why I'm not seeing myself is because I did it wrong at the beginning, because I selected, most of the time when I'm going live, I'm using a third party camera connected to my system. And so it's expecting me to connect that camera. That's why you're seeing this. But if you have your webcam on your camera and you want to use that, you will start to see your webcam right in here. And when you're ready to go, right, you will get this button go red. You can hit that and you're live already, which is the easiest way to go live on YouTube. But at the same time, like I said, there's limitations to this. Lydia, are you back now? You can hear me good? It looks like you've been stable for a while.
Sorry, I'm on mute. I can hear you. I can hear you
Perfect.
now.
Good, good.
I think the MTN networks are generally bad this evening because I barely experienced this.
Awesome, awesome. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
Now, as we go along, I'll give some little tips and tricks here and there. This is the easiest way to go live if you are under 1,000 subscribers using your computer, right? But it is not the most efficient way, and it's not the most ergonomic way, if I might put it that way, because of the fact that if you go live this way, you can't display the comments to your viewers, right? You can't invite someone in to join your stream. There's a whole lot of stuff that you can do with that. And so there is a better way to do it, which is to go with a third-party app like StreamYards. Right. There's two of them that I'll recommend. The other one is the first one, and the one that I highly recommend you use is StreamYards. But then there is also another one that is called I forgot the name. I've been using it for a while, but I just forgot the name. Well, if I remember it, I'll let you guys know as we go. But there's a second one option out there. But majority of the time, I'll recommend StreamYards because it's a lot more easier to use, right? So we will go through StreamYards, but what are the advantages of using StreamYards over going live directly? Now, StreamYards is web-based, so you don't need any software installed. Just like the YouTube one, it's web-based. You just go to your browser, go to streamyards.com, and you can start streaming right there. The majority of the processing will be handled by the StreamYard servers, while you just send your feed to StreamYards, right? And the advantage of that is that, let's say you are someone like me who runs a lot of live streams on not just YouTube, but you also do Facebook Live or stream to other services. You can add all of these to StreamYards, and when you go live, you can go live on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time, or even Facebook, YouTube, and a lot more of other stuff that you can do, go live to all of them at the same time, sending the same video feed. So that's one of the advantages of using StreamYards. So let's begin to see how we can get started with StreamYards. So Lydia, if you can share my my screen share, then maybe we can do that. If not, then I will do it from the other side the same way I showed the other one. Yep, so let's do it this way.
Wow.
I know you're struggling with your internet today, eh?
Today's a hard day.
It is. We'll get through
My
it. We'll get through
goodness.
it. Worst case scenario, we can do it this again another time for a better experience for the viewers, but we'll try to get through as much as we can. All right, so like I said, StreamYards is a good alternative to use to go live. A lot more advantages because you can do stuff like this. You can have 2 people, 3 people. You can have up to 6 people live with a free version. So you can have up to 6 people on the screen at a time. You can also have more than 6 people. So you can have maybe 10, 20 people, 10, 15 people waiting in the back of the studio, but you can only have 6 people on the screen at a time, right? And then you can just move people in and out if you need to. But on the screen at a time, you can have up to 6 people showing up live, right? To do that, back in the days when I started live streaming, it was hard. I had to go through a software called OBS and link it up with Skype and stuff like that just to bring in people remotely. But StreamYard has made it so easy that you don't need to do all of that anymore. All you do is go onto StreamYard, send out an invite, and then people can join you. So let's take a look at how we set up StreamYard. I'm going to switch over to my other screen for now. So you won't be able to see me, but I hope you can still hear me. And I have my web browser open here. And the easiest way to get started is to go to streamyards.com, right? Open your browser of choice. I would recommend using Chrome or Firefox. Go to streamyard.com, go to enter, and you'll be presented with this page right here. Right, so this is the main page, assuming you don't have an account. If you have an account already and you've logged in on that device, it's going to automatically log you in. Now, once you are here, bear in mind, FreeYard, it's free, right? So there is a free version and there is also the paid version. The free version is good enough for most of what you're going to do, at least at the beginning. So you can do anything, almost everything with the free version. So why would you want to upgrade? Well, there's a couple of reasons why you would want to upgrade. And for me personally, I get the paid version, and that's not mainly because of YouTube, but because of the fact that in my day-to-day work and my business stuff, I use StreamYards coupled with Zoom and a whole bunch of other software to stream weddings and stuff like that live. So it makes sense for me, for business purposes, to pay for it, just because when I'm streaming somebody's wedding, I don't want to see that StreamYard logo that we see in the corner. So as you can see in the corner there, you have that powered by StreamYard. That piece there only shows up because we are on the free version, right? To remove that logo, you need to pay them, I think it's $20 a month or so to get that logo out of it. But if you use StreamYard a lot, it may be worth it to get that. So first things first, you need to create an account, right? So to create an account, just go on here and just go click on Get Started. Once you click on Get Started, all you have to do is provide an email address. So I'm just going to go in. I think I already have, let me just create a fake one with my other email. So I'm just going to go Evans. Let me go this way. Right. So you just use your email and then just click on Get Login Code. Once you do that, you're going to get an email at whatever email you used with a 6-digit PIN code. That 6-digit PIN code is basically your password. The good thing about StreamYard is that they don't really give you passwords to manage, because most websites you're going to put in username and passwords. For StreamYard, it's a PIN code, 6-digit PIN code. So when you put in your email, it's going to generate that 6-digit PIN code and email it to you. Assuming you want to sign in on a different device, right? Then all you have to do is put in your email on the login page, which we're going to do. So let's go back in here, and I probably will log in with my real account. You go back in here, and instead of doing Get Started, you're going to go, oh, forgot to share my screen. You go back to streamyard.com, and instead of Get Started, you're going to go log in, right? So you go log in, and if you type in your email, right, you're going to get another 6-digit PIN code, which will be sent to you by email, right? And then you enter. So every device that you log in for the first time, you're going to need a 6-digit PIN code to authenticate that device. Once you authenticate that device, you will be logged in every time you go to that StreamYard on that particular device. So I'm going to just put in my PIN code that I got right now. Doesn't matter because this pin code will change in a few minutes. So, right, and I'm going to go log in. So there we go. You are created your first your StreamYard account and you're logged in. But there was a couple of things that you need to do first. Once you log in, you need to now link up your YouTube account to your StreamYard account. And the way to do that is to go to this area here called destinations. And if you look at mine, I've already added on a lot of stuff. So I've added my YouTube account, Fruitful House. This is my church YouTube account. I've also added on my um, Facebook page and my Facebook group that I manage. Because, like I said, you can go live to all of these at the same time. You can add on as many streams, destinations as you want, right? So, just to add it, assuming this is your first time, all you're going to do is click on this add a destination button. And then you select the destination you want. If it's YouTube, you just go YouTube channel, right? And then you're gonna have to log in. So I'm already logged in here, so you can see it's popping up this for me. I can go here, log in, and select, right? Google authentication. Let me allow that on my phone, right? And yep, there we go. And I can just select my YouTube channel and add it, right? And allow. Right now, my YouTube channel is connected. But if I go down here, you will see that it didn't add it because it's already added. So that's the same one here. And that's my YouTube channel, right? So that's how you set up StreamYard to link with your YouTube channel. Just like that, and you are done, right? So once you have that set up, you're pretty much done. So the good thing about StreamYards is that, like I said in the beginning, you're not limited to that $1,000 1,000 subs limit. So StreamYard is web-based, right? So nothing prevents you from now going to your phone, especially for those of you who just uses your cell phones. You can now use your cell phone to basically go live, bypassing the YouTube requirement for 1,000 subs to use a mobile phone, because they're now using a mobile app. Right. And guys, as I go on, if you have any questions, don't forget, drop it in the comments and then we can take care of it. Right. So going back to StreamYards, just so we can all see what is happening, we've created an account, we've linked our YouTube channel, and you can always go back in here and add more destinations. Right. So like I said, a destination can be your YouTube, Facebook, wherever you want to stream to. You can add all of those as destinations. So back here, and you log in again, or you go in, this is what you're always going to be presented with. This is your starting point. And once you're here at your starting point, you always want to create a stream. So let's say create a broadcast. And once you create a broadcast, you're going to have to select which of your destinations you want to broadcast to. So in my case, I'm going to select my YouTube channel, Evermore Media. And once you select your channel, you get that. You can also look here, you can also select multiple destinations. So depending on how many of these I select, I can go live to all of those at the same time. Right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I just want to go to my YouTube channel for now. And once I'm here, I can give it a title, test stream. All right. And then I can put in a description. And same thing as we did when we went to YouTube directly, you have here the privacy settings. So you can select to make it public, unlisted, or private. Now, in this case, because you want to go live, you always have to select public. The only time, again, that I will select unlisted or private is if I'm doing a test and I don't want people to see it. So if you want to try out the system, you want to test out your live streams, there's a couple of ways to do it. I'll show you a second way to do it. But you can basically just come in here and do unlisted. And if you have an unlisted stream, Then what an unlisted stream will do, like I said, is you will have to send the link out to the person or the people you want them to see. So for starters, if you want to try out and test out your settings and your systems, you can do an unlisted stream, send it out to your friends, family, let them watch for a little bit and give you feedback. I do that sometimes because I want to check, make sure my audio setup is correct, my video feed is correct, that kind of stuff. So I will do an unlisted stream from time to time just to test out my settings and my setup, right? So you can always do that. It's a good way to test without really going live and letting your viewers get notified. Okay, so that's how you can do that. Going back to my screen here, once you have this, I'm going to leave this as unlisted because I don't really want my subscribers to get notifications about me going live. So I can leave that here. Now, same way we did on the other side, if you want to schedule this for another time, then check this box that says schedule for later, right? You have your thumbnail here, so you can upload a thumbnail image for your video. Very important, guys. Always make sure you have a good thumbnail for your videos. And then you select when you want to go live. So you can go today, or sometimes I even schedule live streams for a day or two in advance. It just gives a little bit of a promo out there for people to know that you're about to go live. Same reasons why we do premieres, right? Sometimes you publish a video and you do a premiere. It's the same idea here for scheduling your live streams in advance. So, and I always recommend that. I always recommend scheduling live streams in advance. So let's say we want to go today and we want to go live at 5 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock here. I want to give myself maybe an hour before I go live. I can do that. And I can just have my descriptions and everything in there, and I can go create. So once I go create, now you can see that it's added that test stream here, down here. So you can schedule as many live streams as you want, different times, different dates. They will all be listed here. Now, when it's time for me to go live, I just have to come in here and enter studio. But before we go live, let's talk about situations where you want to bring in remote guests, like we're doing here. Like Lydia brought me in as a remote guest. Then you have to send an invite to your remote guests one way or the other, right? So there's a couple of ways you can do it with StreamYard. You can either come in here, and as you can see right here, it says invite guest. So if you click on invite guest, then here you have a link here you can send to people to join you in the backstage as a guest on your stream. You can just click here to copy it and send it however you want. You can send it here using Facebook Messenger directly. You can also do it by email, or if you use Gmail, Google email, then here you go. You can just click Gmail. It will pop up your Gmail account and allow you to send an invite by email as well, right? So you have a couple of ways to send that invite. Most of the time, you can also just copy this and add it in the comments of your live stream for people to just click on and join you live. So those are just the basic stuff. When you are ready to start your live stream, you're going to click on this Enter Broadcast Studio, right? It's going to do its own thing, testing your stuff. And there you go. So in this case, it's just my laptop screen that you can see in here, right? Settings, a few key settings that are very important. Your name. So the name will be what will be displayed at the bottom of the screen when you are in the live. You can also click on this mic and cam settings. So if I go here, if you have multiple cameras installed on your computer, you can select which camera, right, you want to use. If you have multiple microphones, you can select which microphone to use for audio input and which speakers to use for audio output. And you can test all of those down here as well. Then you have the options to do echo cancellations. These two options, I would always say just leave it on. Unless you have a really good setup and you're using headphones, then you may want to turn this echo cancellation off. But if you're not using a good headphones, you are better off just leaving it on, because it helps to cut that back on feedback. And if you want to do green screen, then you have green screen options, right? But most of the time, you're never going to bother with green screen. So once you know that your settings are good, especially the audio, because as I'm talking, you can see down here that the microphone icon is lighting up, letting me know that when I go live, people can now hear me. If nothing is showing in here, it means something is wrong and StreamYard is not getting your audio feed, right? If you want to test the speakers, you can click on this to test and see if you can hear anything back through your speakers. It means that you can hear your guest as well, right? Through that. So that's very important to make sure that these settings are set properly before you begin to go live. Once you're sure that all of these are set up the way you want, your camera is set up the way you want, your streams and everything is set up the way you want, you're good. This advanced setting here is very important. So as you can see here, at this point, my camera resolution is set to 480p, right? Which is really not that of a great quality. If your internet will support it, I would suggest you switch this to 720p. But if your internet is giving you problems, then you can come in here and go to low definition, right? Which is not much of a good quality, but it uses less bandwidth, which will allow your internet to be able to cope. So if you're having issues with internet connectivity, try setting this camera resolution here to the lowest possible to see if you can get good usage out of your stream. I have a good internet connection speed here, so sometimes I do my streams at 1080 if when I have the options to. So 720p is a good way to go if your internet speed is good. If not, drop it down a little bit more so you see you can have a better connectivity speed. All right, so once I'm done and I know that these settings are good for me, I'm going to click this and now I'm going to enter Broadcast Studio. So once you enter Broadcast Studio, this is the back end of StreamYards that you and your guest will see. I see Lydia says you love of my internet speed. You know, my internet speed is really good. I get up to a gigabit of internet here at home, so it's better. But I know that the last time I was in Ghana, it was really hard for me because relying on their cellular network is not the best. But I mean, a little bit is better than nothing. So we get that, right? Okay, so now that you're here, the first thing you're going to do is add yourself, right, to the stream by clicking here on your thumbnail down at the bottom here. And then click add yourself. And now you can see yourself in here, right? Which is good. That's the first step. If that's all you want to do, if it's just by you yourself, then you're ready. You can hit go live. But once you hit go live, you're now live on YouTube. Right. So right now at this point, we're not live yet because I have not clicked go live. I'm just in the background, back of the studio. We call it, you're in the studio and all your people. Okay. High five. Okay. I'm coming upstairs soon. Okay. Sorry, guys. My daughters just came back from school, came to say hi. All right. So as I was saying, once you're out here, you add yourself. If you have a guest, the guest will also show up at the bottom here as a thumbnail, which you can click and add that guest. Now you can see these options down here, right? Once you have multiple people joining in your stream, these options determine how the people get displayed on your screen. So if I go here, maybe I should send myself the invite so I can join from my cell phone so you guys can see how it will be like for two people. But basically, if you're already in studio and you want to send somebody the invite, then all you have to do is look down at the bottom here and you have this button here that says invite, right? And it will bring you to the same invite screen that we had. And for me, I'm just going to go Gmail because, right, and send this to myself on my cell phone so I can join in to do the test right here. You can modify this message, add in whatever you want, and once you click send, the person is going to get an email notification with the StreamYard link. And now I can probably show you guys how to use this on your phone whilst I'm testing this out. On my phone, and here we go. Let's see. One quick second. Well, I don't think so. It's fine. I will just go in quickly. Just tap in here on the StreamYard link. All right, so let's see. Maybe it's better if I give you guys the full 9 yards, as we call it sometimes. So let me set this quickly. And guys, don't worry about my setup because my setup is complicated. You don't need that getting started. It's very simple, StreamYards only. I'm going through all the setup because I want to make sure you guys get everything and can see all my screens and how I'm setting this up, so it makes it easier for you to understand what I'm doing. But StreamYards takes care of everything for you, and it makes life really easy to go live. Okay. So I'm checking my email for the link that we just got. And where is it? Let's see. Okay, so here we go. And on the phone, when you send that link by email, at least, this is what's going to happen. So right now, you're taking a look at my phone. Let me go this way so you can see it properly. And I've got an email that came in, right? And it says, I'm inviting you to join my StreamYard. And once you get that email, you click on this. And the reason why I want to show you this is the same process here is what you're going to use if you're going live on your phone, right? So if you're going live on your phone, the same stuff we saw on my desktop, you have that same settings here, right? So I'm going to mute myself because I don't want that audio coming back into the real live stream that we're doing. But I can go in here and the same way, do your camera setup, do your mic setup using that setup right here. So camera setup, right? You can choose your rear facing or your front facing, right? Based off right in here, based on what you want to do. I don't really go live that much on my phone anyways, but just to show you guys. And once you have your camera setup done, same way, I'm going to go back. Oh, did my phone just freeze on me? Yep, it did. Right, but basically same setup that we just did on the laptop. You can choose which camera you want to use for your phone, the front or the rear. And once you have that all that set up, you go in and enter the studio, and you will be back to what we had at the beginning, right? So I was trying to join in here, but looks like my phone just decided to freeze. Let's try this again. So go on the link. Okay, so now let's just go down and enter studio, and I'll mute myself. And now you see me showing up twice, right? So I'm gonna mute one of them so we're not getting all that feedback. All right, so here we go. We're not getting all that feedback, but we have the same thing that we have on a desktop, right? And the thing is this. So once I'm here, and now I have two guests in here. So if I switch back to my screen here, right, I can show you this screen here. And let me turn off this picture in picture for a second. So now let's assume this is two separate guests. It's me and a guest. The important thing is understanding how you position your guest within the live stream, right? So right here, I have myself and I have my guests, but now you have these options at the bottom here, and each one of them will size the screen in a different way. So this one only puts one person on the screen. This one will put two people side by side. This one will still have two people side by side, but you see you have a little bit more space at the top and the bottom. I prefer using this method most of the time. You can go this way if right and make one person bigger, the other person smaller. And this is good if you have someone doing a presentation whilst the other one is listening in. You can use this mode to basically minimize and make one screen bigger than the other. You can also go this mode, but this mode is good for when you are sharing a desktop screen. We'll get to screen sharing in a minute. But these last three pieces here are for screen sharing, right? So if you want to make somebody's screen go full screen, if you want somebody's screen, we'll come to that soon. The most important ones are the first four here. If you have guests in there, this one will give you that view, one person bigger than the other. And I believe you can drag and drop, if I'm not mistaken. You can drag and drop which one, who goes bigger and who goes smaller. So just drag, right? And you can reposition them. Same way, if I put this here and I want this person here, you can drag and drop the screens to reposition them, right? So there's a lot you can do with StreamYards. This is a beginner, so I just want to walk you guys through the basics of it. But there's a lot you can do. So one of the key things that I don't see most people using is branding. So if you look down here, one thing you can tell is that I don't have the powered by StreamYard logo, and that's because, like I said, I have the paid version. But what that allows me to do now is that I can replace that with my own logo, right? So as you can see, this is Open Shutter. I go live with a couple of friends on Wednesdays and we call it Open Shutter. So when I live with those guys, I put an Open Shutter logo. And you can also go in here and add your own logos as much as you can. But this is a paid feature, so I'm not going to draw too much on that. Overlays is also one thing that you can do. By default, if you're on the free version, you only have this one. You can't really add any, so don't worry too much about that either. But what is most important is here, your color, your brand color, right? Let's say you have a specific brand color and you want that color to always show up. For example, you see how the names are down there in green and how the comments and stuff show up, and you have a green background and all that stuff. You can customize those right here. This will show how you want the things to show. So bubble, the names and stuff there, and you can go and block. But then you can customize this color here using an hex code. So if I go FFF, then that's black or white, right? So you can see I changed it to white, and you can go 000 on the opposite end, which is black. And now I have a black background. So you can customize this however you want, right? And then use this bubbles and stuff also to change how it's presented on the screen. If I'm making sense, guys. If you have any questions, don't forget, leave them in the comments and we'll try to get to them as we go. But I just wanted to show a few things that you can do in here. Whilst we are in here, let's talk about the comments. So as you can see, Lydia is putting up comments and your questions as we go. And how is that done? Well, you go right here into the comment section. So once you go live and people start commenting, all their comments will start to show up here. And you can also type in your own comments here to respond back to your people, right? So let's say this is a comment from a viewer and I want to show it. Then all I have to do is click on this comment, right? It shows up with the person's logo beside it. If I want to not show it, click on it again and it goes off, right? Banners are important. So banners, you can create subfolders and group them however you want. But I want to show you some how I create some of these banners. So I have a banner here for hit that subscribe button, right? And you can create as many of these by just coming here, create a banner, type in what you want to do with the banner, click add, and it adds it. And once you do that, it saves it. So the next time you come back to a live stream, your banner will always be there and you can take it off as you want. But on the other hand, how do you create something like this scrolling test, right? Same thing. This is still a banner. So you're going to go down here, create a banner, type in what you want. But before you click add banner, click on scroll across the bottom, right? So that turns that banner into a sticker. And now when you click on it, it becomes a ticker that scrolls down the bottom. So those are the basic ways to get started with StreamYard. Um, you can, like I said, brand this thing in a more ways to get to where and how you want it, right? Very important. All right, let's get back in here. And I hope this has been informative. If you guys have questions, specific questions on what you want me to cover, we can get started with those. I think Lydia is still not here with me. She's having internet issues. So, oh, here she comes. All right, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below and we can try to answer them as much as we can. Okay. You're welcome, Anne. You're welcome. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, getting started with StreamYard is pretty simple. And like I said at the beginning, going live shouldn't be a struggle. It's a basic way that you can engage your community, um, have them be part of your show, and respond to them in real time. Oh, okay. So, Anne, my setup is very complicated. And it's mainly because, like I said, I'm a photographer, so I do photos and video stuff. So my cameras and the equipment I'm using is a little bit of the higher end. I don't recommend, you know, going out all out like that if you're getting started. Because just a webcam on your phone or even on your laptop, it's good enough to get started, right? I do pro live streams for my church as well as for weddings and events, and so I have the gear already that I use for that, and as well I leverage those for my YouTube streams as well. But I'm using my cameras, so I'm not using webcams. I'm using my cameras, and I do multicam switches and stuff like that. So if you can see me switching to my different laptop as well as my phone screen, it's because I have the ability to um, have multiple cameras coming into my computer at the same time, right? So I can send my laptops into my screens. I'm using the A10 Mini, which allows me to bring in 4 HDMI sources, as well as a little software on my phone, which allows me to share my phone screen as well. So there's complicated ways to go, but I always say to people at the beginning, I don't want you to stress yourself out about gear and equipment and stuff like that. Get started with what you have, right? If it's just your laptop screen, just get started with that. The whole thing is that your stream should be informative, should be good for people to get some kind of value from, and that's the key, right? Put it out there, let people have some value from, even if it's just conversations that serves a value for your viewers. So don't worry too much about the gear. I'm using a Blackmagic camera and a Sony camera up there, and my other laptop all coming into my computer. And it's a complicated setup because of the stuff that I do. My live streams are more complicated and more well produced because of the fact that I do, like I say, tutorials and stuff. So I'm showing my screen, I'm showing my camera feed, I'm showing the whole inside of my studio sometimes. So you don't really need that. All you need is just a webcam and a way to share stuff. And I think based on that, there's one thing that I probably didn't share with you guys, and that's um, br- how you're going to maybe share a screen. So sometimes you may have a presentation or a PowerPoint or even what do you call it, a video or something of that sort that you want to share on your screen, right? Then there is a way you can do that right through StreamYard. So let me show you that quickly. So you see here we are back to StreamYard screen, and if you can see at the bottom here, right next to where we did the invite, you're going to see the share button. So once you click that share button, you have two options: share a video file or share screen. What I always recommend is if you're going to go live and it's just going to be you plus you want to share your screen, I recommend always having a second screen. And I'll show you why in a minute. Because if you're going live and you want to share your screen and you only have one screen, sometimes you may inadvertently show your viewers stuff on your screen that you don't want them to see, right? Like your restream backyards, StreamYard back end and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, the other software that I was trying to remember before, which is similar to StreamYard, is called Restream. So if you go to restream.io, that's another alternative to StreamYard that you can use. But like I said, I find StreamYard to be a lot more easier. So if you want to share your screen, then all you have to do is come down here, share screen. You get this dialog box. If you have multiple screens, you get the option to select which screen that you want to show. So if I go here, right, I have this option here. And this is what I was talking about. Because I am only on one monitor, technically on this laptop, I can share my screen. But once I share my screen, you're going to see that I have a lot of other stuff. So my screen share is down here, right? And I can add it in. And now I can go something like that to show it. Why is it not showing? Oh, here we go. Can go somewhere like that. And you can see my screen sharing coming up, right? And I think I shared the wrong one, but yeah, here we go. So as you can see, you see all of this back end stuff showing. That's because I only have one screen. So I can just minimize all of those and just come to my desktop, right, and share whatever I want to share. I prefer to keep my streams cleaner without having to go through all of that. So I use two screens if I want to share my screen and stuff like that. I use two screens, allowing me to easily share what I want, pick which ones I want without doing that. The workaround for that is what I'm going to show you now. So the workaround is when you come to share, go to share screen, go to share, but instead of sharing your entire screen up here, go here and just choose an application window, right? So if you do it this way, then you can choose whether you want to share Chrome or you just want to share a Chrome tab. So I'm going to just share a Chrome tab, and I'm going to choose this tab here. And if I go it that way, as you can see, I'm only showing one tab and I'm not showing multiple stuff on my screen. I'm only showing that one tab in Chrome that is coming through, right? So you can do it that way and show specific windows so that you are not sharing your entire desktop in case there's something there that you don't want to share, right? Most people don't find it as a problem sharing all of that. Personally, I don't really like to do that. So that's how you can go about sharing your screen as well without any much issues out there. So it's a nice way to add some extra vibes to your live streams. So live streaming is fun. I enjoy doing live streams a lot, and I will tell you guys for my channel, live streams played a big part in getting me to that 4,000 watch hours and also bringing in a lot of subscribers as well. Because as you're live streaming, as you're connecting on a personal level, right? Recorded videos, like I said before, it's just me sitting here talking and I put it out there. But when I do live streams, it's interactive. People can ask questions in real time. I can answer their questions in real time. I can see what they want to know in real time. I can, respond to that need that they have right there, right then. As opposed to me recording a video, they will leave the questions in the comments and then I'll have to get back to them at a later date, right? The downside though, guys, that I want you guys to note is that the replay value of live streams is not that good, right? And what do I mean by that? Well, see, when you pre-record a video and you put it out there, the video will do well over time because it's very short, it's very simple. When you do live streams, the live stream video does not get enough replay after the live stream. I've had a few live streams that I've got to 1,000 plays after the stream, but majority of the time after the live stream, you're not gonna get too much people watching it again because it's pretty long, right? But don't be discouraged by that. Keep it going. Live streams can help you really grow your channel and reach out to your audience. Welcome back, Lydia.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Lydia's still having internet issues. So yeah, I think I'm good for now. I've shared as much as I can. Unless there's any questions, specifics that you guys want to know, then I can answer those. But if not, I think it's good. Oh, Anne is asking, does live stream increase your watch hours? Exactly, it does. It does. Live streams is the one of the easiest way to grow your watch hours. And like I said, outside of it being very beneficial to your channel because of the fact that you get to respond, right away and directly. The other thing is that live stream will grow your viewers and also your watch hours in the sense that assuming you go live, right? Um, and you get 5 people watching an hour of you live streaming, right? That's 5 hours right there. Right. And the thing about live streams is that I'm not sitting down here spending hours to edit this video. This is real time, right? So we put it out there, no editing, no censorship, as real as it gets. It's more organic feeling. People connect to you for who you are, right? And how your personality comes out a lot more on live streams than in pre-recorded videos. Welcome back, Lydia.
That's so true. Feels good to be back.
It's like I hijacked your channel today.
I have just been so frustrated.
Uh-oh, there she goes again. All right, guys. So you can always reach out if you have any questions. reach out and we'll figure out a way to help and assist. Like I said, this is a community thing. For me, YouTube is not a competition. YouTube is a community. The more we all grow together as a community, the better it gets for everyone and everyone's channel. So always willing to share. I'll just wait a little bit for Lydia to get back, and then maybe we can wrap it up for today. Oh, and guys, for those of you who uses your cell phone, if you go live with cell phones, my number one recommendation is to get something like this. Right, this is just a tabletop tripod. So if you go live with or you shoot video a lot with your phones, please get something like this, or even a real tripod that you can mount your phone on. One thing that I discourages people from watching videos a lot is shaky footage, right? So if your footage is shaky and is everywhere, people get seasick after watching you for a little bit, a few minutes. So try to avoid too much shakiness. So if you're using your cell phone, try to put it on a stabilized thing, stabilize it, right? And have it there. He says, is it possible for two YouTubers to go live together? Yes, it is. So I'm assuming that you are asking if we can go live on both channels at the same time. For example, like this stream being live on my channel and Lydia's channel at the same time. And the answer is yes, you can. There's a couple of ways to go about that. You need to add both accounts in your StreamYards account. And you can add both of them, one way or the other. But since you asked, let me take a quick second to show you the best way to do that. Because you brought up a little bit of a complicated setting, because I want to show you guys, because one of the things about going live with somebody else on both channels at the same time is that if you don't know what you're doing, then you're going to end up having to give the other person your password to link your account to their StreamYards, right? But there is a safer and an easier way to do that without the other person having access to your YouTube password, your YouTube account password. So let me quickly show you guys how I will do that. And how you can do that is by going to the destination. So let me share my screens one more time. And if you remember, hello. It's all right. God. Don't worry. We're having fun on your channel while you're having issues. It's good.
I know. I can see that you guys are having fun. Please go on.
Yeah. Trying to answer some questions here. So Anne is asking, is it possible for two YouTubers to go live together? Yes, you can. So if we wanted to, this live stream could have gone live on both of our channels at the same time, right? If you want to. And this is how you would set it up, the safest way. I have my screen here. When I go back to destinations, right? What you want to do is go to add a destination. That person will have their YouTube channel added already. If you want to go through here to add a second YouTube channel, then it means that I had to provide my YouTube email login username and password to Lydia, right? Which may not be safe. So the easiest way to do that is to use what we call a custom RTMP, right? So if I'm going to use a custom RTMP, it's a little bit difficult to set up, not too difficult if you know what you're doing, but here you go. So click on custom RTMP. Once you click on custom RTMP, you have your server URL, stream key, and a nickname, right? So how do you get these details? Now, the RTMP URL and the stream key is the key. Those things are the two important things that you need. But how do I get them? Let's go to YouTube quickly. And at the beginning of the stream, I had shown you guys how to go live directly in YouTube, right? So if I want to go live directly in YouTube, we came here and we go live, right? And what we do is we created the stream, right? So I can come in here and I will do, let's see, this is where we are, right? If you go to stream here, right, by default, everybody has a live stream URL. You have a default stream key. And whereas in the first time we went here to create a stream, you can always go to the stream here, right? And this will be your default URL. So this is your default stream key. But as you can see down here, you have a stream key and you have a stream URL. Those are the only two details you want to give out, right? So I can come in here and I'll take this URL and I'll copy it, give it to that person, right? The person is going to paste it here. This is the RTMP URL. And go back to your YouTube and you have your stream key. You can copy that stream key. If you want to send it to somebody, it's better to show it by clicking the eye, and then you can copy it. But if you're going to do it, I would suggest maybe create a separate stream for that, because you don't really want to expose your default stream key to people, because it can be somebody can just go live on your channel, right? So make sure you trust the person when you're sending this, or set up a unique stream that you can just cancel after that. Once you're done, just copy this, which is your stream key, come back in here. The person is going to post it here, and they can give it a nickname. Let's say Lydia, just for the sake of it, right? And then I'll click add. So now if I come here and I create a broadcast, now you can see I have Lydia here, and I can select that as a destination. So that way I can now go live on my channel and on Lydia's channel at the same time, right? That's an advanced stream setup. Most of the time I don't do that. I always just add on my YouTube and stuff like that. But if you want to go live, both if you're collaborating with somebody and both of you want that stream to be live on your channels at the same time, yes, you can do it. All right, guys. Any other questions? Like I said, you can always reach out either through Lydia or through my channel, one of the other ways. And if you have questions later on, or you're trying to set up something you don't know, you can also reach out to me on Instagram as well, and we can talk. No problem. All right. Thank you for having me, Lydia.
Right, and everything. I so appreciate it. And unfortunately, my internet is just really been terrible today. Today of all days, but it's all good. I'm sure the recording will be on my YouTube for some time, so that anyone who wants to learn something can actually go and learn. It's been so fruitful. And I really want to thank you, Evans. Even with the short notice, you were able to make it, and I so appreciate that about you. Yeah,
Not a
yeah,
problem at
yeah.
all.
I
Anything
don't
for
know if
you.
you
Like I
have
said, the YouTube is community, not competition, right? So it's always good to support
That's
each other.
true. So, guys, thank you so much. Please go check out Evermore Media. That's Evans's channel, and connect with him. He does lots of live streams. And like I was saying in my last live stream, right, I learned a lot from his live streams. Even though one of the things that I'm passionate about is photography, I like to learn a lot about it. And there's a lot to learn from his channel and his live stream, and his, team-minded, team of photographers and cinematographers who gather to talk on the other channel. So I think you guys should also check him out and learn a lot from him. Like he was sharing about the live streams, you will learn a lot from him. And I hope we've all learned something today. I have learned something like a lot. I thought StreamYard was just StreamYard, but there are so many things that I didn't know about that I have learned. I would make time and watch the video again, even after we are off, so that I can recap everything, because I kept going on and off the live. So I just want to say a big thank you to all of you. It's been over an hour and 30 minutes. I appreciate you all so much. So I think we'll just call it a night. Evans, my love to the family. Send my
Thank
regards
you.
to them. All right, all right. Belinda, thank you so much. And um Smart African Investor, I appreciate you so much for being here. And Winning with Essie, thank you very much. And everyone who joined in today, all right. Everyone who joined, Catherine Pell, all of you, I appreciate you all. So you all have a good night. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. And yeah, I love you all loads. Keep being awesome. Thank you so much, Evans.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Take care. I'll catch you on the
All right.